Hey fellow captains, Squishy Chew here for episode 2 of our Captain of Industry tutorial style playthrough. Today we're going to go over basic diesel while touching on overpopulation, my iron, a little bit of rank water collection, set up some copper, repair our shipyard, and start exploring the world. So sit back, enjoy, and if you learn anything, give us a like. If you enjoy the content and want to see more, drop us a subscribe. Alrighty, we go into the game. Okay, let's get right into it. So, we're at now another point. We have to decide what we're going to do next. We've got diesel, we've got rubber, we've got bricks, and we've got copper. Well, first of all, we want to unpause that again. We do need rubber and copper for electronics. We also need bricks for construction parts. But if you remember, we still have quite a few bricks in here, and we can trade wood for bricks. Once we get the coal, we won't be burning wood for coal anymore. I've just got to keep an eye on this number. So the beacon will bring people in to a point that you go over population cap. Not great. Now, speaking of new refugees, they're bringing in copper and they're bringing in rubber. But we do have significant more copper than we do rubber. So for that reason, we're going to come over here where the oil is. It's near the water, and we're going to set up basic oil. So for basic oil, we're going to need an oil pump, which I have to place on there. We're going to need a distiller. We're going to need rubber. Now, you can see there's a few more icons, some new ones, probably haven't seen yet. Crude oil, first of all. So, you know, we plug the pump into the distillery. It'll produce diesel, something else, and exhaust. The diesel we can pump into our rubber maker. He will need coal as well. It's not coming up for some reason. Either way. And he's also giving the same icon, wastewater. So wastewater, we can liquid dump. So we're just gonna put it out here and send it out in the ocean, right? It's not gonna hurt anyone. So now I'm gonna place 3 of these to show why. Now this is actually something I wish every factory game did. So if you just place an oil pump, it'll say it does 6 out of 20. This thing says, well, it's a bad example because it's also on a 20-second timer. But you get processes that take longer in others. You can tick show per 60 and, excuse me, a bit of a tickle in the throat there. So now every building will show me, yeah, see, look, 30 seconds, right? Will show its consumption and production per 60 seconds. Now 18, 36, 54. He needs 54. He's also going to need some coal. That'd be too close for a connector. I'm just going to put him there. We're going to put our rubber maker in line for that wastewater. And we might move this over to here as well. Now, we can pipe straight into there and then connect. And of course, connect. We already know how to deal with exhaust. We just put in a smokestack. Now, The other one we need to deal with is this wastewater. Now, trucks can't drive through a pipe. They can drive under them, but not at height 1. It's not very high for a truck to get under. They can at 2, and they can at 3. So we're going to come out 1 square, and we're going to turn snapping mode off with the R button, and go right up next to this, and then snap it in so it curls down. Now I want it to go from the top down, so you can see that's connecting like so. If I do it the other way, from the bottom and then up, oh, it's going to make a liar out of me. Sometimes it'll like come to the square underneath it first instead, which is not what I want. Now all we have to deal with is our diesel. We're going to want a bit of storage. I would like 2. And this one we can do at our level 3. So it's trying to snap, so we have to press that R button again. The other thing I want to do as well is turn import and export off on this particular one. This one, I'm happy for the trucks to come and pick stuff up from. But I also no, not 3, 2. Thank you. There we go. Because the other thing I'm going to be able to do, we remember our little power generator, he uses diesel as well to generate us electricity. So I'm going to put my diesel generators up against that one. No, not from that square. We'll go there. Now I'm going to pause him so he's not running if I decide to build him. And I'm going to do... and hope that that will be enough to get me right through till the next power pipe. And that should make a connector. That should make a connector. And that should also make a connector. The only other thing that we have to deal with still is our coal. And for that, we're just going to put a loose storage on this side. Yes, on this side. We don't have those conveyors yet, which means he's not going to be able to go there because I need to be able to get trucks into that building. So we'll put him there for now. He will be cold just a little bit, and then you can see the rubber will come out the back, and we'll probably just put a box here. Once we get those conveyors, we've got 51 workers available. So we can get pretty much all this built without too many issues. We've got 77. It wants me to build 2 at least. We need the exhaust stack. We need the tanks. We need the waste pipe. Oil pipe may come in handy. Just throwing that out there. May come in handy. Oh, we have to set a recipe, of course. So that will be basic diesel setup. What do we get? Yeah, the usual. See, copper, rubber, scrap, diesel, copper, rubber, scrap, diesel. Every time. It's about to throw some unity at this problem. Now, these will tell you when the reserve's running low. I only really need to know if one of them's running low. I will need that bucket as well, just so there's coal over here. Like it's our second one running. They've brought in some coal already. May end up running out of parts here. I'm going to use the Unity tool to try and force some of this. Yeah, ran out of parts. We ran out of parts just because they're building. They just take time, that's all there is to it. I think what we'll do though is we'll put storage here, set it to construction parts, and right here, so we've got a building priority and we've got a construction priority. I'm just going to drop this down to like 12. So if there's construction parts around and nobody's doing anything with them, I'm more than happy for them to use. So we completed 2 quests then. One for finishing the items it wanted me to finish, and the other one for setting the gliders and the filters, which should give us enough for the rubber. Nice. Will it give us enough for the power? No, not quite. So I'll just unpause the power. Tree harvester. Where do I want him to go next? Probably up back here. Okay, so now we're making our own rubber as well, which means we should have finished our iron excavator, and we'll give him 2 trucks as well. So we'll start getting into there. What are we up to? Still got heaps of room for people. Alright. So the next one then is our bricks production. So we want to make bricks. Let's go to the recipe. So bricks can only be made in a bricks works. Well, that's pretty simple, isn't it? So brickwork. This is a... We will eventually have a better recipe for making construction parts and using bricks, but for now this is what we have, so this is what we have to deal with. Farms over there. I could do some rainwater catchment here, yeah. Where are you? I'll probably ramp up that line. So I'm going to put my bricks here. Then we're going to deal with the exhaust. Okay, and now dirt you dig up, coal you dig up, water. There's our consumers. There's lots of ways of making water. Oh, that's interesting. I've never realized that. Okay, he's not in here. So the water tab has a rainwater harvester. Now these guys are big. Yeah, they're big. I'm gonna put him there for now. I'm gonna put this one square away, and then I'm gonna copy them both. The reason for this is I can now grab a pipe and go to there, and from there to there, and from there to there. And all these pipes have gone the wrong way. I'm just gonna click on them and press the F button to toggle their direction. Now I'm only going to be, putting rainwater into this brick production. I'm going to put that in line first, set him to water, and I'm going to Control X to pick up this whole thing and put him in them. Yes, like so. So the reason for that, each one of these produces 4.7 on average in this difficulty setting. He needs 6. So we're definitely going to need at least 2, and we're going to tank it because they don't have a huge storage. They do hold a little bit, but not a lot. Mainly so as though it doesn't just die. And these guys require wood. Oh, I forgot about that. We're into the coal? We're into the coal. So we can tell this guy now to specifically target coal. And we can get rid of this one. We don't need this anymore. In fact, what I am going to want to do, I don't want to do it over there. I'll just put one here. I'm going to want some storage for wood. I got not enough, so you just have to come over. Oh wait, now I do have enough. We're up to 191, so we can take 19 more, and they're going to bring in 14. Have to listen out for the bell. And the other items that he's going to need is coal and dirt. So we have a coal bucket. And we'll make this one our dirt bucket. One I'll keep all the way up. That'll give us a little bit of bricks. Extremely busy. We should definitely take some more trucks before we go adding anything more to the logistics. So extremely busy effectively means that there's more jobs than I have trucks. So there's something not getting done. The easiest way to fix that is make more trucks. If you're below your limit, make more trucks. You do have to be careful about how much diesel you're producing. And now that that's done, actually, we can come over to here. Yes. Get rid of this one, so we're not delivering diesel to him anymore. One less job for the trucks, right? I might unpause that one now. The next thing for us to think about So we're smelting iron, not very well, but we're doing it. We're going to need another set of these for our copper, which is the green bars. And then after those trucks are done, we'll take another excavator, 2 more pickups. Got no research going. It's talking about ship dock repair, and I agree. Oh, I'd like to get that done. Captain's office. There is blueprints in the game, so if you would like to use blueprints, there's plenty on the Captain of Industry hub. It's at coihub.com. I've made some for myself. I am not going to use the blueprints that I've made for myself. I'm going to go through the design process in this and then make them a blueprint after they've been designed and I'm happy with them, and then release them. If I'm going to release it, I will let you know and link it down below as well. So we've got blueprints, then we'll get crop rotation, and then conveyor belts for sure. Do I want to pick up the groundwater pump early? I should, because a bit of free unity. Usually I go concrete at this point, but this uses a lot of yellow construction parts. So we'll go the groundwater pump, the water, then the fuel station. Then we'll need the balancing for concrete into irrigated. And if I'm going to irrigate, I'm going to need ramps. And then advanced logistics into research lab. And at this point, we'd have to upgrade our labs and start feeding the labs lab equipment in order to do research. So we'll just grab everything that doesn't need that level to give us heaps of time. Like I said, I'm going a little bit slower. Production, synthetic rubber. Alright, heaps of construction parts, so we can get the... We're going to get the dock repaired, definitely. Ooh, that was close. We need to pause the beacon. 206 out of 2010. They had came in. People would not have been too happy. And speaking of construction parts too, let's just drop some of these off and put that one back on. So I want him to make construction parts too. If he doesn't have any to make, then he can make some construction parts one. And I am going to want... Oh, I can't do them in this one. Oh, never mind. I was going to get some lab equipment going because I need lab equipment to build the next labs, of course. So they need to get done. Now I'm at a point now also where I like to put down... So this tower isn't for mining resources. He will need 2 of him and 3 trucks. He's just going to be for flattening the ground out, basically. copper. And give him his two trucks. And then he just needs to get into this mountain. Okay. Now basically I'm going to want crew come through and flatten out all of that as quickly and as soon as shockingly possible. Is that dumping going? This will greatly increase the speed of this too. Okay, so our shipyard's been repaired. I'm just gonna slide this up just so we can get some fuel into the ship. Before we do that, still got 78 workers, so we've got access to another new building. It's the captain's office. This is where we can go to tell them they can have extra food. Tell the trucks they don't need as much fuel as they think they do. It's all that spending that unity. So we're eating 9.7 and making 9.2. Maybe we should unpause that farm. I usually like turn on plenty of food, but I don't think I'm going to have that option right now. Okay, so we can load up the crew. I'm going to uncheck automatically return when home. And we're going to send the ship out to this one. So he'll go out there and explore. We'll get a notification. And while that's doing that, I would like to set up a real dirty copper smelter. I'm going to put it here because we do need the water. So we'll work backwards. Storage. Go there. Yeah, he needs 6, so he's going to need 2 of his own. So we need impure copper. Comes from a metal caster. And we know from the iron, we can do 2 metal casters to 1 blast furnace. The molten copper. Blast furnace makes 24. Right. So the shipyard found these items and nothing else there. Alright, let's go to that one. Alright, we get rid of that exhaust. And then I don't have the other conveyor belts yet. I'd really rather not. Oh. doing crop rotation. They're just going to have to bring that. They'll be able to pick up the impure copper and drop it off here. It's not ideal, but I don't have conveyor belts yet, so there's not much I can do about it. But that's how copper works. So we have copper ore, or copper scrap, and coal, makes molten, gets casted, the impure copper, and then the impure copper gets electrolysis into normal copper. And as I was mentioning, like, so blueprints, oh, I haven't finished building this yet. Ocean explored, and that's so ocean drilling technology. This is good. So if you look here, we have 50,000 crude oil available in this whole reserve, not just this drilling pump. On the map, so this one in particular, there's a big oil patch in the center, which is sort of its thing. But there's an oil patch here, on this island, at the back of this island, so I could place them here, run pipe all the way around, and down to here if needed. But I'd rather just come here. Not enough fuel, so you can go home now. Obviously we need to repair it first. It's 120 construction parts too. We're poor. We're poor. We're so poor right now. I would like to show 60. Are you going to give me... You can quick deliver so they can start. That was too slow. Somebody finish a job. Thank you. That way these guys can start working on that project I gave them. So I want this area cleared because I'm going to put my smelters here. I'm going to build this way. Yeah, I'm going to build this way. And my thoughts at the moment is oil and petrochem, smelting, farming, general assembly, and research and power gen up the back. And then that will give me all of this area to expand into later on. And down here will be home base, and this hill will end up flattening out on this line, on this line. So it's going to require a bit of digging this. This is planning for the future here. Can you come up now? No, you can't. What about that? And there. Yeah, that should work. So then level 6. Oh, I've still a little bit of filling here. Or just go like that. Dead. Yeah, that'll work. So as you can tell, brickworks has to go, this has to go, this can stay. Oh no, the tank will have to go, maybe flip it. So we just got crop rotation. So you can see right now, our average per 60 is 9.2. That is because we get a slight penalty. Our fertility equilibrium goes a lot lower because we keep planting the same thing over and over and over again. I don't have access to anything else, but I can just green manure, and now I have 9.8 because my fertility equilibrium now is right up at 83%. So just show that again. None. 47.5. 83.8. The other thing to note is potatoes take on average, when it's not raining, 36 water every 60 seconds. Green manure takes 27. So while potatoes are in, it will use 36. While the manure was in, it will use 27. But we get 9.8 potatoes instead of 9.2. So less water, more food. Good, great. Like it. Why are you guys here? Oh, we don't have a fuel station yet. That would be why. We haven't researched it either. This is the one we're waiting on. It's nearly there. While we're waiting for that one too, so we've got pollution, which affects our health. We get some from vehicles. Air pollution comes from like the exhaust. When you click on a smokestack, he produces 30 air pollution for every 60 exhaust that he spits out. There was also water pollution, which would be this pipe here. Nobody likes putting wastewater in the ocean, right? So water pollution, it's a 1-to-1. There is other forms of pollution as well. Landfill is one. So this, you can see little bits of trash. Those are exposed to the air over the next 5. So anytime you dump polluting waste or dig it up, it generates pollution. After a certain amount of time, that pollution goes away. The other thing you can do too is put rock or dirt over the top of it, and now it's good. Yeah, you use it. It's good real estate. Okay, so blueprints. The blueprints are easy to make. You can click this button and drag over something, give it a name, and then double click it and place it down. You can also add a new blueprint by pasting text from a clipboard. Usually how they share it from Discord, or when you download it from the COI hub, you can copy it directly into your blueprints folder in your app data, and then you can organize them. This one here, I'm just going to delete it. So I got oil blueprints, assembly areas, lab areas. Like I said, I'm going to go through the design process as we're working through it. But I think that is enough for tonight. So we did diesel. So we're making fuel for the vehicles. It's pretty important. we kind of need that. We started our copper mine. I'll just tell him to hunt for copper actually while I'm here. I remembered to send this truck off to actually mine the iron. We've got access to the actual coal now. And we started sending out the leveling crew. We got bricks and copper as well. Reminds me, let's just set him to copper. So yeah, that's it for this week. So until next time, say good day for your mum for me. Bye.